So very quickly, we're going to do a quick review on retell. So when I ask a question, raise your hand. What is the fourth step of a retell? Diego.
The middle and the character's problem.
The character's problem, the middle part. Very good. And what comes after that fourth step? Boston.
The end.
The end. And what is the author's purpose? Let's go to Angel. Let's see if Angel can give me an idea. What is the author's purpose?
The author's purpose is like he wants you to learn about the book.
What you want to learn about in the book. All right. Can anybody give me an example of an author's purpose? Diego?
He was reading and he messed up.
Okay, so if the author wanted you to learn something, what is that? It's okay.
It's okay if he messed up.
It's okay if you mess up. It's okay to make mistakes. Is it okay to make mistakes?
Yes.
Absolutely. Mistakes happen all the time. We learn from our mistakes. What do? We learn from our mistakes. And today, if we make a mistake, we're going to remember that, right? Right? Okay, so let's get started. Today we're going to be reading a book about three bear friends who run down to a lake. After taking a nap, Sam, one of the characters, thinks that one of his bear friends is missing. Now each bear counts the other two and agrees that one of their friends is missing. Only when they see there are three reflections in the water do they realize that they made a mistake. So we hit on a really good point today, didn't we, Diego? Yeah, didn't you realize it? You just walked right into that one today. Thank you so much, Diego. All right, so question. Get ready to think. Has anyone made a mistake while counting something? Think for a second. We already got one person who's saying yes. Anybody else want to raise their hand to share? The nice tracking Diego. Let's see what Diego has to say. What mistake have you made?
I mistake that when I was walking and jumping on my, and you know the things that blows it up?
Yeah.
I went through and I actually sit on it and I turned it off in the accident.
Oh no. Did you go all the way down?
And then I turned it back on.
Anybody else want to share a mistake that they made? How about a mistake counting numbers? What class do we usually do that in? In math class. Angel.
Well, I was trying to think and then, well, when I was little, like when it was my first birthday, I just made a mistake. I just ate all of the cake.
Oh my goodness. That would mean that you've got a nice little tummy ache too, huh?
Yep.
Oh my goodness, now that's definitely a mistake. All right, quick question. How many of you have heard of this math strategy called counting on? Has Miss Barrera, has your math teacher said that in class? Counting on? What does counting on mean? Diego?
Counting on means like you're counting like on a number?
Counting on a number. Good use of vocabulary. You're starting with a number and then you add on to it. There we go. So for example, we've got a couple of examples right here. If you had 7 plus 3, you would start with 7 and then you would add on, correct? For a total of how many? 3. So if we start with 7, we do 1, 2, 3, and the answer would be?
10.
7 plus 3
equals 10.
So we count on. So 7, 8, 9. So that's a total of 3. 7, 8, 9,
10.
7. Start with 7. 7, 8, 9. Is that our 3?
Yeah.
That's called adding on or counting on. So you start with an original number, right? So 7 plus 3, you add on 7, 8, 9. The total would be?
9.
Very good. 9. Okay. Why did Missy bring this up? There is a good reason. I want you to hold on to that memory for later. All right. Here's our bottom line. What are we truly going to get down to the bottom of today? And that is, we're going to focus on that retell the way that we do for step testing, because step testing is coming up. And in step testing, When we do a retell, we do it all orally or we say it out loud. We don't write it down. Before we get started, we are going to do a schema web. What is it again? Schema web. And we're going to review some vocabulary that we'll see in the book, as well as some vocabulary that will help us think a little more deeply about what we're reading. Let's start with this word. Say it 2 times.
Missing, missing.
As in somebody is missing a tooth. Missing is when something is gone or forgotten or misplaced. Let's take a look at this word. Say it 2 times.
Friends, friends.
These are the people. No, missing friends sometimes, but these are the people that we care about, that we trust, that we want to hang out with, that we like to play with. Next word.
Lake, lake.
Now, lake is a large body of water and it's surrounded by land. Here's another one.
Sleep, sleep.
No.
Asleep.
Very
Asleep.
good. Let's redo that one more time.
Asleep, asleep.
Very good. Now this is a state of rest where our body's completely shut down and we go into dreamland. It's a very relaxing place to be. Yes, yes, I know. We all probably took advantage this weekend. Let's go on to the next word. This one. Go. Oh, Miss Cece will help you now. Ready? Calm.
Calm, calm.
One more. Let's say that with a bit more stronger voices. Ready? Calm.
Calm, calm.
Now, calm is something where we feel quiet, where we feel peaceful, where we feel relaxed. If it's something that we're looking at that's calm, it may look smooth and not moving. Let's go to another word. Ready? Reflection.
Reflection, reflection.
Now that is usually what we think of as a mirror image. We look in a mirror, we see something. Reflections can be seen in many different places with a smooth surface. Reflections also have another meaning where we think about what we're doing, when we think about how we're feeling. We're reflecting on something. All right, next concept, next word, detect.
Detect, detect.
That's when we find something. We're looking and we find something, all right? Yeah, or we notice it. Last word, here we go. This is a big word. I'm gonna say it first and you're gonna say it 2 times. Ready? Anxious.
Anxious, anxious.
Anxious is when we feel worried or scared about something. It's not like we're really, really, really scared, but it's more like a little concerned.
Like your friend is missing.
Like your friend is missing, or you're about to take a test. Sometimes we feel a little anxious when we're about to take a test, right? You guys are going to whisper read today. And you're not going to get a marker, so there is no marking, so I'm not giving you a copy of this. So while you're reading this, as many times as you can in the time that I give you, you're going to need to think about your retell. Now, take a look up at the board. I've given you some sentence starters to use on your retell. Up at the top, where it says when and where. Help me read this. This
story takes place
to
the lake.
It could. The next one is the characters are. Help me read the next one.
First,
Then, finally, and then the author's purpose. Now, I want you to remember, you're not going to have this type of anchor chart in every room, especially during the step testing. So I want you to start practicing using this in your head every time you read. Everybody understand? Are you guys ready? As usual, when I give you your card, don't touch it until I say go. Please remember that you are whisper reading so I can hear you. And if I point to you, make sure you read just a little louder. If you finish before I say time is up, read it
again.
Thank you, Diego. Read it again. I'm reading too. Okay, does that sound right with the sentence that you read? Chunk it. Very good. Now all together. One. All right. We're going to quickly go through our retell. All right. One person is going to do their retell, and then we're going to all give that person feedback. Now, when I say feedback, we're going to call this a glow and a grow. Say that with me. Glow and grow.
Glow and grow.
A glow. Let's go to Boston. All All right? Then we'll let you do volunteer. This way, whatever you learn from his, you can add to yours. Okay? Now everybody should be tracking Boston. Boston, could you please retell your story as if I have never heard it before?
This story takes place at a lake. The characters are Lainey, Clem, and Sam. At the beginning of the story, Lena, Sam, and Plum ran to the lake, and they fell asleep to rest. And Sam woke up, and he thought 3 friends were missing. So they ran to the lake, and then they see the reflection, and then they see the reflection, and then Sam sees 3 friends, and then he says nobody is missing. In the middle, at the beginning is the middle is when Sam woke up.
All right, I'm going to pause you right there. Because believe it or not, what did he do already?
Did
he already give us the when and where?
No. Yes.
Yes, he did. Did he give us the characters?
No.
Yes. Who were the characters? Austin, who were the characters?
Lena, Sam, and Plum.
All right. And I did hear him start at the beginning. I did hear something from the middle. And did he get to the end?
Yes.
Yes, he did. Because at the end, what word did he remember to use?
Reflect.
Reflection. Was reflection in the story?
Yes.
Was the word for reflection in the story?
No.
No, it wasn't. This was one of our added vocabulary words. So he got all the way to the very beginning, in the middle, and end. Now, let's give him some feedback, because I know everybody heard something that they liked, and I know they heard something that he could do a little differently. All righty? Let's start with Diego. Diego, what's a glow?
A glow is like, I'm gonna talk. Can I tell the story what I did?
I want you to tell him what he did good.
Boston did good. The reflection, the friends, and the missing, and the discovered and asleep in the lake.
Okay, so you liked some of the details that he used in the story. What's one thing he could do differently?
Like he said, like 3 friends are missing.
Was there 3 friends missing?
No.
What was the situation? What was the problem? He woke up and what, Angel?
He thought like 3 friends are missing.
And if that's what Boston said, is that true? Did Sam wake up and see 3 friends missing?
No.
How many friends were missing, Angel?
3.
Listen again. How many friends were missing when Sam woke up? How many did Sam see?
2.
He saw 2 friends. So then how many friends were missing? 1 friend. Very good, Angel. All right then. So, details, my friend Boston. Remember, pay attention to that tiny little bit. That will make a great shift in your retell. Let's go to Diego. He volunteered to retell the second time. Oh, did you learn some things from our reflection? And Angel, did you learn some things from our reflection? Because I think we have time to hear Angel's retell after this. So be ready. Diego, slam. And please tell me about the story as if I've never heard about it. Go.
The characters take place to the lake and to a tree.
All right, I want you to stop and listen to what you just said. I'm going to repeat it. Ready? The characters take place at a lake. You want to restate? Okay, try again.
This story takes place to the lake.
All right, keep going.
And the characters are Sam, Lenny, and Pam. And they all rest, and Sam woke up and he saw one friend missing, and Sam and Lenny woke up and they said, "What friend I'm missing?" And then they were looking and looking for him, and then they looked at the lake, and then they were like, "I see 3 friends. There's 3 friends. There's one friend missing, but there's no friend missing. I'm the missing friend."
All right. Do you want to add one more thing to the end?
The problem Arthur was.
The author's purpose.
The author purpose was that he.
Think back to what you said earlier today.
They looked and he wrote like he said that there's one missing friend, but there wasn't.
So they made a
Mistake.
And what's the author's purpose?
He messed up.
And
he messed up and he said there's one missing friend.
All right.
There wasn't no missing friend.
Thank you, Diego. All right, so I'm going to give a glow and then a grow, and then I want one of you two to share one too, okay? So I loved how you went through every single step and you gave me a little bit more to the problem of the story. You actually mentioned that Lenny and Pam also woke up and also counted, right? He added that little bit to this to the problem. I really liked that. One thing that I would work on to make this even better is to refine your author's purpose. That's really quick. In this case, a great author's purpose might have been mistakes happen, right? Mistakes happen. They happen all the time. We learn from our mistakes, right? So something catchy, something that you may have heard before, something in a song, something really quick, all right?
Huh?
All right? Something quick, something catchy, like mistakes happen. Don't worry about mistakes, right? Okay, let's hear from Angel. Angel, what's one thing he did well?
Well, I really like when he said the author's purpose and
What's something he could do differently? Were you? Actually. Here we go. First question. How does Sam feel when he wakes up? Diego?
like one missing.
Restate the question. How does Sam feel?
How Sam feels, when he woke up, he felt like someone was missing.
Okay, but what does that feeling, what do you think that feeling was for him, Angel? I see her looking. Anxious. You think he was feeling anxious. Now, anxious means what again? To feel sad or scared or worried. Very good. Now, how do you know he felt that way though? What's some evidence, Boston?
Because he was, because he only saw 2 friends and he forgot he was one of the friends.
What did he say? What did he say in the story?
3 3 friends, but we're missing.
I'm gonna point. Let's tell me when you find it. Tell me when you find it. Tell me when you find it. What did he say? What did he say? Diego, what did he say?
Oh no.
He says, oh no.
There's a friend missing.
That's right. When we say something like that, especially when you see, what punctuation mark is that at the end? What punctuation mark is that at the end? Angel?
An exclamation mark.
An exclamation mark. That means you're feeling a little bit of
Excitement.
Yeah, it's excitement. And excitement can mean many different things. You can be happy excited or you can be scared excited, right? So, next question. What mistake are the friends making in this story? What mistake are they making, Boston?
Their mistake is that their mistake was that no one was missing. So
What were they doing?
they were looking for the 3 missing, but then they looked in the lake, the three missing friends. So they looked in the lake, and then they all saw themselves.
Now, what mistake did they make specifically? What were they doing wrong? What was that? Angel?
They were missing one of the friends.
They were missing one of their friends. They were not counting on. They weren't counting on. They didn't include themselves. Look, I have 3 students right here in front of me. If I wanted to count how many of you there are,
3 and
I would add
you.
So altogether, how many people are in this room?
4.
4. Question: how are the 3 friends finally able to solve their problem and decide that no one was missing? How did they figure out their problem, Diego?
They looked in the lake and they saw 3 friends.
They looked in the lake and they saw 3 friends. Now we have some vocabulary words I'd like to see you use here. Let's see if anybody can put this one together. We have these 4 vocabulary words. What could we use here to help make our answer to this question better? What did these kids do to solve their problem? Let's go to Diego. Let's see if he has something that he wants to add.
They looked in the water and they saw themselves and they
Use the word. They saw their
reflection, and they detected that Sam was worried that.
Nope. They detected what? What did they detect in the reflection?
They detected that they had 3 friends.
That's right. Now, I'm going to ask you some questions, and this is going to be a 1 or a 2. You will hold up a 1 if the answer is 1. You'll hold up a 2 if the answer is 2. Boston, are you tracking me? You ready? Let's try this one out. A reflection is... I want all eyes here. A reflection is a book you read or what you see in a mirror. Hold up a finger when you have it figured out. If you have a 2, then you are correct. A reflection is like looking in a mirror. Just one choice, please.
We just have to choose one choice.
Just that. I just said that to you. Here we go. Are you more likely to be anxious when you cannot find your money or when you are getting your socks? When are you more likely to be anxious? When you can't find your money or you're looking for your socks? Listen to the question again. Are you more likely to be anxious if you can't find your money or you're looking for your socks? All right, if you chose 1, that's probably when I'd be more anxious, is with money, all right? I get worried about money. Here we go. If the water in the lake is calm, then it is really wavy or very smooth. Very good. If you chose 2, it is very smooth. What would you most likely detect? What would you most likely detect? A spot on your hand or your hand? What are you most likely to detect? If you said a spot on your hand, That would be correct. To your class, thank you for your time. When I say go, you're going to stand up, push in your chair, and face the door.